Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. We are doing another Kringle candle review today. This is the 14 ounce, oh, let me double check to make sure I have my ounces correct. 14.5 ounce pumpkin cheesecake candle from the Kringle candle line. This burns up to 75 hours, and I am happy to report that this candle was a freebie. So I placed an order with Kringle. If you guys missed my kind of enormous holiday candle haul not long ago, I will link that in the description box down below. Anyway, I placed an order with Kringle and met the minimum threshold to qualify for the free candle. And I'm really glad that I did, because I do not think that I would have picked this up otherwise, because one, I'm kind of out of the fall like pumpkin mode at this point, and two, sometimes cheesecake scents can smell a little sour. I was really afraid this was going to be sour, so I thought, heck, if it's free, great. If I don't like it, then, you know, whatever. No big loss. It was free. But I do like it. I did not think, another confession here, I did not think that I was going to like this on cold sniff. When it's burning, it really kind of transforms a little bit, but we'll talk about that here in a second. This is their regular traditional Kringle candle jar. Obviously, this is what used to be the medium size when I was buying from Kringle back in the day for the first time. There's obviously the large jar, which I think those are 16 ounces. Ooh, don't quote me on that. But there's the large jar, there was the medium jar, and then there was even a smaller option back in the day. I noticed that they don't have the smallest version available anymore, but I think that's fine. Also, this bad boy is on sale during, I think it's the month of November. It's part of their, they're doing a promotion for, what are they calling this? Sorry, I'm always room for dessert. Enjoy 30% off a scrumptious assortment of holiday dessert scents. So I'm gonna link this down below. And I don't know if my discount code works on this, but you can try and see if you can get another 15% off on this. It's actually a pretty good deal right now. So if you're interested, I'll put a link down below to Kringle Candle. But like I said, I got this one as a freebie, which is awesome. Everybody loves a freebie. And I think it's a really generous one, actually. So this is their regular soy blend. No, it's not a soy blend. The soy blend is the 3-wick candles. This is just a 100% soy formula. It is a 2-wick, so you can see there. No, I don't have it lit because I want to, once again, be able to show you guys the lack of soot and schmutz. Yeah, like, look at this. You can see the little like beads there, and the only thing is that little tiny bit of residue, but it's not soot, which is my only concern. I don't mind this, I mind soot. These do not soot. The last time that I burned this, I actually had this one going for a minimum of 5 hours because I kind of forgot about it. I really try hard, you guys, to not burn any of my candles, especially if they're not paraffin. I try not to burn them for more than 3.5 hours at a time. I just find that's kind of the sweet spot for me in terms of trying to avoid as much sooting or smoking or just candle issues overall. But I let this one go, the last burn, and it just, there is no discoloration in this wax, you guys. It is, and this gets a wax pool like this big. I mean, this gets a substantial wax pool, you guys. There's absolutely no discoloration in this wax at all. I love this soy formula. I can now say that I think my favorite formula from Kringle has got to be this soy one, and it's only because it is so clean. I like not having the white or like creamy ivory wax turn different colors. I just think it looks kind of gross. It just doesn't make the candle look as nice. You just don't get that with the soy formula at all. I did have some discoloration on the 3-wick soy blend Orem Evergreen. I did have that one burning for an extended period of time, so you know, that was my bad. But I also noticed that there is just a slight darkening of the wax with that one, even when I have it around 3 hours at a time max. So something worth keeping in mind, but it's still not bad. But this, no discoloration whatsoever. Love it. So 14.5 ounces. This is part of their November, what are they calling this sale? The always room for dessert sale, I guess. So you can actually get 30% off of a scrumptious assortment of holiday dessert scents during the month of November. I don't know if my discount code works in addition to that, but I will leave the information, the link to Kringle and the discount code down below. If you, well, once I do the review, if you think you're gonna like this type of scent, I definitely give this one 2 thumbs up. It's been a great performer, and it really transforms when it's burning. Don't judge it based off of cold sniff, because I didn't like it at first on cold sniff, but when I burn it, it really comes to life. It's really, really unique. So let me pull up the description here so that we can run through that and then talk about the strength and the throw. So where's our scent story? Okay. All can enjoy and savor the subtle, fruity pumpkin spice, floral, and warm edible flavors from the first to the last bite of this sweet pumpkin cheesecake. Cheesecake scents are difficult. A lot of people pick up like sour notes from the cheesecake portion. Pumpkin, fine. Pumpkin shouldn't smell sour, but cheesecake scents do sometimes lend to a slightly sour take. This does not give me that at all. So let's just say that off the bat. It's very delicious. Okay, top notes. Okay, just a general observation here. When I read through the breakdown of the top, mid, and base notes, I can never smell all of these different things. With these Kringles, I tend to really smell what it's quote unquote supposed to be for the most part. But the notes they're very broad. So top notes are raspberry, cassis, peach, apple, buttery, and nutty. The mid notes are maple syrup, which I don't love and I cannot pick up. So don't worry if you too don't like maple syrup. Don't you worry, my nose does not detect it at all. Pumpkin spice, milky, cinnamon, peony, and jasmine. I cannot smell a single floral note in this candle. Maybe my nose is not quite as sophisticated as some noses are, but I don't pick up any florals. Your base notes are vanilla, pralines, caramel, and brown sugar. Okay, what do I actually smell here? This, it's so interesting because it's different from cold sniff to burning. But I really do get that pumpkin. I do get a milky creaminess. I do get the pumpkin spice. I do get that kind of praline and vanilla type note. I even get a tiny bit of caramel and a little bit of brown sugar. So I feel like the base notes are kind of the most prominent to my nose. But I do not get raspberry. I do not get cassis. Cassis is a very distinct scent. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it's very distinct. And I just, for the life of me, when it's burning, when it's just cold like this, I cannot get cassis. I don't smell peach. I don't smell apple. I do get a nuttiness. I do get a butteriness. There is a richness to this scent, but it's not overly sweet, you guys. There's a slight bit of sweetness to this, but it's not like a pumpkin pie or it's not sweet. But that being said, it does smell like a dessert. It smells like a very interesting dessert is what this smells like. It does smell very edible to my nose for sure. If you like gourmand scents that are not cloying, that don't smack you in the face, that don't make you feel like you need to like stop burning them because they're just too sugary or too, it's cloying, right? Like when scents are really sweet, they get very cloying, and I don't find that pleasant to my nose at all. You're not going to have that problem with this candle. This is not overly sweet at all. It's really more of a creamy, milky, nutty, buttery type of scent. It's delightful. I don't think I would buy any more at this point in the year because to me this really does smell a little bit more fall than holiday season. But if you eat pumpkin pie, I guess at Thanksgiving, this would be a great Thanksgiving candle to have for sure. And I know a lot of people burn pumpkin like well into the holidays as well. For me, I just kind of have a little bit of a hard stop for it. But I was just so intrigued by how different this smelled on cold sniff versus when it's burning. It really transforms. It becomes warmer. It almost becomes more buttery, more delicious, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Strength and throw, I would put the strength at about, this one I would put at about a 5. It's not the strongest that I've tried so far from Kringle in this particular format. And I would put the throw at about a 4 or a 5 as well. I wish it traveled a little bit further. I don't think it's bad. I think this would be a great scent for a like specific room, like if you were to put this in your dining room or your kitchen per se. I just don't find that it travels much beyond that. I do find improvement when I take the Hurricane that you see here and place it over top. I do think that that amps up the strength and the throw a little bit, but not as much as some of the other Kringles do. So this is on the more, I guess, the slightly lighter end of the scent spectrum. But I think there is a place for a candle like this, especially if people do not like smack you in the face scents, because that's not what this is going to do. It's subtle, but it's noticeable and it's very enjoyable. I would like to experience this again, probably next fall. If it comes back around again, this is one that I would probably pick up for the fall time. It's really nice. I just know now that what I may want to do is add the wax melts, or because they do have wax melts, they also have this in the soy blend, their 3-wick format. So what I may do is next year I'll try it in their 3-wick format and see if that has a little bit more oomph in terms of strength and throw. Hopefully it does, because that would be nice for those of you that do like a little bit more of a substantial strength and throw. So overall, you guys, I give this one probably not 2 thumbs up, because it's not like a scent that I would like, you know, want to hoard or anything, but it definitely gets a thumbs up. And for being a free candle, heck yeah, I'll take it. It's a really nice scent, you guys. I think it's worth checking out, especially if you are a pumpkin person. Try all the pumpkin scents, right? Again, no sooting, no nothing. I do trim these wicks on this one ever so slightly. You see it gets little mushroom tops. This is why I don't have it lit, so I can do stuff like this for you guys. But yeah, just trim that little tiny bit off the top, and then she's good to go. Yeah, there's no schmutz. Look, there is no black on my fingers at all, and I'm really like wiping them. I'm just so impressed with how clean this burns. I cannot tell you guys how impressed I am with just the quality of the burn. It is probably my number one, like, woohoo, with this go around with Kringle, because that was my biggest issue the last time, was just messy, sooty, dirty wax kind of situation. It changes the scent of the candle if you have a bunch of soot that falls back down into the wax. It discolors the wax. It changes the smell. I don't care what anyone says. To me, I can smell that kind of smokiness, and I don't love that. I would like to be able to enjoy the candle from top to bottom and have the same scent experience. And this soy formula gives it to me. So yeah, it's good. If you want to pick this one up, again, I'll put a link down below, as well as a discount code. Again, I don't know if the discount code works in addition to the 30% off that they're doing right now. But it's worth trying out. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. My daughter is literally about to walk in the front door. So before the dogs start barking and everyone starts melting down, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.